So, today we're going to talk about how you can open up and be more vulnerable and share and connect with people without feeling too exposed. I'm going to talk about one technique that I've talked about a little bit here on my channel, but I thought it needed its own dedicated moment to really uh, help other people understand and hear how it works. So, this method, and I go into more depth about it in my network social system 30-day challenge. You can read more about in the description box, where I take you from zero to a full friend group in a month. But this technique that I'm talking about today is something that I came across several years ago, where I was um, really learning how to open up and become more vulnerable and share more with people so that I could connect with them more easily and make more friends. What I noticed in myself is that I would meet great people and have a lot of fun. And then we're in the moment of conversation. And then there comes a point in the conversation where I'm sharing a story or I'm sharing an opinion. And I just sort of feel this sense of, oh, I need to hold back, or like, oh, I don't know if this story will land right, or just getting like really self conscious about how I was coming across as I was speaking. And, um, one day this it came to me in prayer, where I was like looking for, I was talking to God about how can I um, open up with people and connect with people better. And I got this image where uh, the story or opinion that I am sharing in the moment um, looks like an actual page written out on a physical sheet of paper. So it's like, let's say I have a story that I want to share, and it's written out as if it was a storybook on a single piece of paper. And I would find myself, telling a story, and then after the first, like, maybe 2 or 3 sentences, I just, like, get this tightness in my chest of, like, "Oh, maybe don't say, too much more. Maybe it will come off wrong. Maybe people won't understand. Maybe this isn't really interesting, so I just need to stop." This technique that I'm sharing today, uh, asks you to give one more sentence of your story when you feel that tension. And so, what I started doing is I'm in a conversation with someone and I'm telling a story or I'm sharing my opinion, et cetera, et cetera. And then I feel myself sort of like freeze up. I feel this tension in my chest. That's where it sort of arises for me. And I sit in that feeling for a little bit. And then I just let one more sentence leave my mouth. And that's it. And that's what I want you to do. Because you're giving just one more sentence, you're not actually exposing yourself that much. You're really only going like half a tick deeper than where you would have more comfortably stopped. And so you're actually not exposing yourself a ton. You're not giving too much away. And it's not so much that it's like terrifying for you to share, but it's a little bit deeper than what you would have ordinarily shared. And, what happened with me, like, as I was doing that, I would see people's, like, eyes light up after I give that one extra sentence, because it's in that one extra sentence, it's just a tiny, tiny bit deeper, that your personality actually comes out, where you actually uh, your heart, your spirit, your perspective is actually just a little bit more clear. And that's the interesting thing that people want to know about, people love to learn about, and that people can really connect with. And what I was finding is that as I gave that one extra sentence, the other person kind of took that sentence as like a hook for them to respond and share a little bit more about them. And so then that gave me confidence of like, oh wow, this is like I shared a little bit, and like this person's like is now sharing more as well. So cool. Maybe I can go on with my story a little bit. And so, because that other person shared back with me, it sort of reset what was comfortable in that story or narrative or opinion that I wanted to talk about. And so then I felt really comfortable at, let's say, the third or fourth sentence now. And now because they've shared a little bit more, now I want to share a little bit more of my story. And then maybe there's a point in the story where again I feel a little tension, that little like, oh, I don't know about this, or like will this come off weird, etc., etc. And then I tell myself, oh, okay, say one more sentence. Then I say one more sentence after that. Again, not super exposing, not sharing the state secrets or anything, but just a little bit more than what you would have ordinarily said. And then that person also feels confident to open up now because again, that one extra sentence is like where you show up, like your interests, like your interesting parts of you become more clear. And then they give you a little bit and that gives you more confidence. And so then back and forth and back and forth until eventually now I can share 80% of any story or opinion that, I have with pretty much anyone. And then with my close personal friends, they like have pretty much the whole story. I have like several people in my life who I feel like know me very, very well. And I know them very well. And we're both like totally like seen and connected and very close. And that is really critical to how you build a friendship circle, build friendships. Like, you gotta get to the point where you allow people to see who you really are. And this is a really clear, simple, non exposing, light level of risk way to start doing that. So let me know if this helps. Please leave a comment down below if you've tried this. How did it go for you? What did you feel? I would love to learn a little bit more and see how um, I can support you on your journey to building a friendship circle. And if you're at all interested in my 30-day network social system challenge, you can take a look in the description box below where I take you from zero to a full friendship network in a month. And, again, I live stream every day. I'm streaming early today, but every day at 6 PM, Pacific Standard Time, and then Mondays and Thursdays, I, open up to Q&A from the audience. So if you have any questions, please leave a question in the chat at that time, and I'll answer them live. Thank you.